When she said this, she called to her sister, saying in private, "The teacher's here and calling for you." And when she heard it, she rose quickly, Mary did, and went out to see Jesus. Now skip down to verse 32. When Mary came to where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and she said, "Lord, if you'd been here, my brother wouldn't have died." So she's saying the same exact thing. But here's what's so interesting. When Jesus saw her weeping and the Jews who had come with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in his spirit and he was greatly troubled. This word troubled, it kind of has this connotation in the Greek that there's like an anger or a frustration. And not with the people, but he's looking at the people. He's watching his loved ones weep over death. And he was moved by it. He was frustrated to see their sadness. Because Jesus hates death. He hates to see the effect of sin and death in our life. And so he was deeply moved by seeing his loved ones have this pain. Jesus is moved by your pain. He's not just allowing things passively to happen in your life. He is moved by your pain so much so that he purposely came to this earth to pay for our sin, to conquer sin and death. This is why he came, because he was moved. Because of his great love is what the word says. And so he says to them, "Where have you laid him?" And they said to him, "Lord, come and see." And in the shortest verse in the Bible, verse 35, it says, Jesus wept. He cried. He cried human tears, seeing the pain, the suffering of those that loved Lazarus, and even his own thoughts and affection towards Lazarus. He wept. He's not a disconnected God that just is this puppeteer, allowing random things and just kind of kicking his feet up on his desk and just watching it all unfold. He doesn't just push a domino in your life and just see where it all fall. That's not how he does it. He causes these things. He brings them as a plan for a greater good, a greater purpose, to get his glory, because the more he's glorified, the more people get saved. The more God is glorified, the more we have joy, and we see the people around us find that joy. He's not just allowing things to randomly happen, as if Satan is just able to do whatever he wants, and God just allows Satan to do whatever he wants. But he weeps over our pain. So the Jews said, "See how much he loved him." Then down in verse 38, and Jesus, deeply moved again, he came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid against it, just like the one that Jesus was buried in. And Jesus said, "Take away the stone." But Martha, the sister of the dead man, said to him, "But Lord, by this time there will be an odor," because he's been in there for 4 days. Now in the King James, it says that Martha says to Jesus, "But Lord, he stinketh." It's true. It says he stinketh. And, I'm sure Martha's probably thinking, "Lord, if you knew Lazarus when he was alive, you knew that he already stinketh. That guy, his feet, he'd take those shoes off. Woo, man. Now he's been dead for 4 days. Lord, he stinketh. Let's just leave that stone in place. I know he's dead. I'd love to see him come alive, but man, he's going to stinketh really bad." But here's the thing. This is what's so great. This is what Jesus says, and this is where we started. I love this. He says to her, "Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" If you believe that I'm here to do what I said I'm going to do, that I am the resurrection and life, if you believe that, you're going to see my glory. Do you want to see my glory? Do you want to see me move that stone away and draw your brother out? I don't really care about the stinkethness of your brother. I don't care about your past. I don't care what you've done in your past. I don't care about all the stuff that you've done that you're ashamed of. I'm about to roll that stone away from your grave, and I'm about to call you out, because I am the resurrection and the life. And if you believe in me, though you will die, though you will go through hardship, though you will go through pain and suffering, you will live. Do you believe? And do you want to see the glory of God in your life? Church, do you want to see the glory of God in your life? I want to see the glory of God, and this isn't just believing that Jesus can raise us from the dead, but believing this so much that it actually changes our life, that we say, God, roll this stone away from my grave, call me out, make me alive. I'm going to come out stink-a-thing and with all these grave clothes, I'm wrapped up in all this stuff, but I want to come out and I want you to take all these things off me, and I want to have the aroma of Christ on me. I want to be a follower and disciple of Jesus Christ. I want to see your glory in my life like I've never seen. But I have to believe in these words, and I have to believe that this is true. And I have to put my faith and my trust in you, that you are the resurrection and the life, that though I will die, though I will go through all these hard times, I will live. Not because of who I am or what I've done, because I stinketh, but because you have come to conquer sin and death, and you did it. And I believe that, and you promised me that I will have eternal life. This is the gospel.